I recognize the Honourable Leader of the New Democratic Party.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to ask about investment in schools. This province's capital region is rapidly growing. We hear about this all the time. 80% of last year's growth was in Halifax alone, and I'll table that. In 2022, in light of this, the HRCE submitted a request to the province for 8 new schools to be built. Last year, finally, the minister did announce schools for HRCE, but only 4. We still have no details, no locations, and no capital funding allocation. So my question to the Premier is, where are the HRM schools going and when?
I recognize the Honourable Premier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and it is an absolute fact that our province is growing. Our province is growing at an incredible rate. The population of this province grew by almost 40,000 people last year. Last year alone, this is incredible growth. This is an amazing time in the history of our province. We are building new schools. We are investing in healthcare infrastructure. We are investing in Nova Scotians, and we will continue to invest in Nova Scotians because that is what is necessary at this point in the growth of this province. It's an amazing time to be living in Nova Scotia. I'm happy that we're going to be building new schools across this province, including 4 in the HRM.
The Honourable Leader of the New Democratic Party.
But that's the thing, Madam Speaker. We're not building new schools in HRM. The HRCE has added 8,000 students in the last 5 years. That's enough to fill 300 classrooms. And this growth is continuing. Anyone who works, learns, or sends their children to school knows something about the challenges our kids are facing. The president of the NSTU said that they were hoping the budget would signal a genuine desire on the part of government to create healthier, safer, and more sustainable learning environments for students and their teachers. Instead, what government delivered was the same old enrollment-based funding formula that's existed for the last decade. The government isn't doing anything faster or sooner when it comes to supporting children at school. Can the Premier tell the families in HRCE and across the province why our children are still stuck in overcrowded classrooms without enough teachers to teach them at this magnificent time for our province?
Honourable Premier.
Madam Speaker, I believe I heard the member say, when I said we're building 4 schools, the member said, but no, you're not building schools. I believe that's what I heard the member say. We have a capital budget for schools this year, $208 million. We are investing in schools. We are investing in infrastructure. We're doing it. We're doing more, and we're doing it faster. 4 new schools is nothing to be negative about. I know that the NDP, the party is completely negative on many things, including 4 new schools. We're not negative on 4 new schools. We're positive. It means our province is growing. We will build up this province and invest in Nova Scotians.
I recognize the Honourable Leader of the New Democratic Party on our final supplementary.
Madam Speaker, I come into this beautiful room every day because I am so optimistic about the future of my 3 children who are in a school that is 70 years old after having been in a school that was 50 years old, that has no cafeteria and no prospect of being replaced. There are no schools currently being built in HRM. We have the promise of a future announcement. The benefit of small class sizes are clear. We know they result in students being more engaged, doing better on tests, and feeling more comfortable. Despite knowing the benefits, this government, with its low investments and slow developments, is continuing to pack students into classrooms. At least 28 classrooms in the Halifax school system are exceeding the caps right now, the hard caps. We need more schools, we need more teachers, and again, Madam Speaker, I will ask the Premier if he can tell us when the government is going to finally build the schools we need in HRM.
I recognize the Honourable Premier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And there's an incredible budget before this House. And the faster that passes, the faster we can get the money out the door and invest in Nova Scotians. And I hope the members opposite will support the budget, a budget that invests in, for the first time in this province.
Please continue, Mr. Honourable Premier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. A budget that, for the first time in this province, invests in a school lunch program to support the students. a budget that invests in education, a budget that invests in Nova Scotians. We will continue to invest in all Nova Scotians, including those who are providing such an incredible service to our children in the education system. And I think we've shown that through our track record in working with Nova Scotia.